Yo, it's your boy CHAZ Evans here with CHAZ and Friends. Look, this is what we got on the docket today. Look, we got Rey Fenix having an injury time tacked on his contract, how that's going to affect him and his brother Pentagon going into WWE. Also, who's your main event? Bad Blood, and Bad Blood being the third straight WWE pay-per-view without a black male talent on it. We're going to talk about that. We got Damien's Dumbass of the Week, Temp Chat, all that and more right here on CHAZ and Friends.
Warning. The following program is a collection of idiots talking about the happenings in the sports entertainment world. It is meant to be comedically informative. The opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, or the Infinite Plus network. There may be some out-of-pocket things said on this show because this is how we talk to each other. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Your homies, the 3 Count Podcast. P.S. Please don't sue us.
It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don. CHAZ Evans here, checking out the hottest podcast in the world, the 3 Count Podcast.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know what y'all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row, crowd already know how I fly him to the flow like. Hit him with a 3 count. And your boy real chicken.
Yo!
Wow. This guy. A full year of doing this show. Actually, 5 years of doing the show. You would think this dude finally realizes on how to hit the mute button and take the mute button off. This is how it works. Come on, Chaz. Get it together.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's your boy, your cousin, your nephew. It's the Don of the Mid-Atlantic, the Capital Region's best kept secret, and quite frankly, the greatest host in all of 3 Count Podcasts, right underneath the red dog. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CHAZ and Friends Debate Show. Let me introduce to you my friends. Introducing first. Can I get a drum roll for him? No. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the man, the myth, the legend. All right. He's the man that runs this show because, quite frankly, I really don't do much. All right. He's also the current and reigning and defending Infinite Plus Network champion. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Red Dog.
That's right. It's the Air Force veteran intel specialist, the one you call on when you need to get the job done, and the man who drops bombs. And your friendly neighborhood Red Dog. That's right. That's me.
And next,
Really?
but certainly not the least, ladies and gentlemen, all right? He is your 3 Count residential supervillain. He is the Dark Lord, the Dark Goat. Ladies and gentlemen, he was there for the very first wrestling match, all right? He was there. He's seen it happen, and he's still reporting about it to this day. Ladies and gentlemen, Damien Fatal.
Hey, Cliff, guess what? I got a new strand of runts. It's called Midnight Runts.
AEW's getting a lot of love today.
They might.
And let me introduce to you the 4th member of this faction. Ladies and gentlemen, Lord Twitch of House Graves. Twitch Graves in his house.
That caught me so off guard. Fuck
When did we start doing this? Why you keep putting us on blast, man?
Look, it's just, hey, now it's the thing. I want to make it.
Why? I don't. All right, look.
Trying to make it pop for the viewers. Trying something different, man.
Well, at least next week, hopefully, I'm in my new area. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. That's okay. Wherever you're at, I'm boom blowing it up.
Of course you are.
All right. Also, folks, you need to blow up our social media right now, okay? Because we're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, Rumble, Kick, and the Infinite Plus Network.
Infinite Plus Network.
Yep, on GTV.
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 Yeah.
Boom.
Generational television. I think that's
Hello.
what it
Good
means.
morning. Hallelujah. All right. Make sure you follow us on all your favorite social media platforms at 3Count Pod on everything except for X. That's 3Count_pod. Hit that subscribe button. Oh, that's someone else's shtick. Hit that subscribe button. Or hit that follow
He's
button.
gonna get us sued. Oh.
Hit that like button. All that in between. Buy merch. Do all that. Let's go. Temp check. I can't wait for this show. Temp check. For those of you who don't know what temp check is, that's where me and my friends, we give you our hottest and our coldest wrestlers going into this week. And who's going to start us off? All right, let's go. Cliff, start us off, dog.
All right, so we'll go with the hottest wrestler of the week. Actually, we'll go with the coldest wrestler of the week. Coldest wrestler of the week, this guy right here. The dude with the giant egg on his head.
Good googly moogly. What in the
How the
world?
hell did that happen?
You over here turning into Hellboy.
For our people who are listening on the podcast, it is your friendly neighborhood Red Dog. He will be the coldest wrestler of the week. I was in a match last night in WWE. Thank you guys at Rhode Island. As you can see, it's not there anymore. But
Good.
I took an elbow, like a dusty elbow, to the head and just swole up. I was like, in mid match, I was like, yo, what the hell is this? And then I was like, am I bleeding? And I was like, and I realized I was like, oh, I got a football. And all I could think about was like those UFC fighters that like get the hematomas in their head and it just like swells up on their face. I was like, God, I'm one of them now. It's like, yeah, that was me. I was like, damn, that's crazy. So I'm gonna give myself a cold wrestler because I also did not win that match either. Talk a lot of trash, did not win.
PI just took all L's. Gotcha. Cool.
All L's.
Well, everybody took an L.
Multiple states.
Yeah. Yeah. The Idols and Mac. Yeah, they took an L.
It'd be like
well,
that.
it's their fault. I mean, let me tell you this: it's their fault because they jumped the dude. They jumped the dude during his match, and so he came for their get back. Crazy enough, Chris Idol got knocked with Nux.
Oh, of course he did.
I mean, so it's their fault. If I was there, I promise you, that wouldn't have happened. I would have said like, no, let's think this through before we jump this dude. And yeah, so hey, look, it's okay. Move on to the next one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hottest wrestler of the week. I'm sure someone's gonna pick somebody different, and I really appreciate that. I'm taking Liv Morgan.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can respect that.
Yeah, she did nothing on the show. Women's champ, still talking her shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I like it. I like what she's doing right now. And then my match of the week, man, is gonna be again Andrade and Carmella.
All right, cool. Yeah. So that's mine. That's mine. Me and Twitch were talking about it before the air. I'm gonna be redundant. I think I did it 2 weeks ago. I don't care if you're tired of me calling this match my match of the week.
Fucking match
That's
fire.
It's the match. Like, look, I got to tell them. Look, the power slam onto the apron spot. That was it for me. I said, oh, all right, match of the week. I literally wrote it down. I said match of the week in my phone. Like, I don't care. No, man. So I agree. That's the match of the week. Everyone, you can have your other match of the weeks, but for me, that match is fire. They can go for match 7, 8, 9, 10. I know it's leading for a triple threat for the U.S. title. I know that's where it's going to, but geez, man, just absolute fire. I'll go. My hottest wrestler is Jey Uso. I mean, he did it. He did it.
Yeah.
He did it. I did not think he was going to do it.
No. Actually, I kind of did. I actually called it.
I did not
come on, and I was on the phone with Justin. And I was like, he was like, he's not gonna win. I was like, but I think he might. I think they actually might do it. He's like, nah. And then of course, I got the phone the next day and told him I was right.
Yeah. I didn't think he was going to do it, but that's my hottest wrestler. So, finally becoming his that was his inauguration of being this generation's Jeff Hardy. Alrighty, so moving on to my coldest wrestler. All right, I gotta do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for Damien today. Bring it up. Just go. Yeah, bring it up. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it for Damien. Yeah, Sash. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to see his face several times today, aren't we?
I'm over it. I am officially over Chris Jericho. I just don't. I don't want to see it no more. I don't. And there it is, back again. It's crazy to think like, and I still put Jericho in. He's not in my top 3 anymore now. I'm gonna slide him out, and now it's AJ, Sean, and now I'm putting I'm putting Carmelo Hayes in that spot at this point. Yeah, man, I'm over it. I'm the learning tree thing. I was getting it at first. I wasn't into it. Then I was into it. Now I'm just like, nah, leave it alone. I'm over it. It's cool that hey, Brian Keith and Big Bill are getting some TV time. Sucks that it's that, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, right? So I'm over it. So yeah, Jericho, coldest wrestler of the week for me.
I'd go back to the Indies.
All right, go ahead.
I'd take the pay cut.
Your turn, Dan.
Well, we already know who the coldest wrestler. He's always the coldest wrestler. It's Christopher. It is definitely Christopher.
Man. Oh wait, wrong one. Man.
Oh no.
Wow.
That's a good backup though. God. My hottest.
I'm gonna stop disrespecting
Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
God, it's just so wrong letting him loose. God, why? Like every week, I saw the little clip of him walking into the back through the security. Why did he have to do security like that?
Oh, last week.
Why did he have to do security like why? Like anybody else want a pat down? See, like if he had came through, I would have just let him through, beeping and all.
See, I brought it up last week, man. I thought it was very disrespectful that he beat on my friend. Manny Fresh.
Look.
Around.
You shouldn't ask him to pat anybody down. Just saying.
Just doing his job.
Yeah, guess what? I would have got written up that day. Fired, whatever, suspended. I would have been okay. I would have took that out.
You pat him down.
Exactly. And then all the people that got beat up just because the one dude decided to do his job. I would have been whooping his ass because he tried to pat him down. Like, I would have been mad. Match of the week, that tag match. I'm going to do a little different. I did enjoy. That's just really good. But the tag match with Solo, Jacob, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton, enjoyed that a lot. It was a nice little. It was a good match to, see them two tag for the first. Was that the first time on TV? They actually tagged in the tag? No, it wasn't.
No.
It's like second or third. Well, anyway, yeah, you get what I'm saying. It's good to see them like actually tagging together. So enjoyed it.
All right. Before we go, I forgot to put. I totally forgot my.
What about the guy right there?
No, he's not. I want my honorable mention. I forgot my honorable mention. I just totally forgot. I skip that because we were all agreeing. Look, Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness probably won't get the love they deserve because of the how fast time goes and how people consume wrestling content. But that match Wednesday night, all right, was a clinic. And if you didn't do Mello and Andrade Friday, and that's my match of the week. And I forgot to put that down, and I can tell everybody look, that match is as fire as well. Just I know we are going to go probably all WWE matches for match of the week. So there's no, we're not real biased, sorta. But yeah, that Nigel McGuinness Bryan Danielson match was absolutely fire. I mean, you want to talk about still putting on master classes 20 years later. Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness. And if that's Nigel's last match, man, salute. But go ahead, Twitch.
So all I was gonna say was thank you.
Fire, dog. It's poetic. That was
No, it was a good match. I mean, I didn't expect anything less, though. That's the thing. It's one of those I didn't expect anything less. So
I'm gonna start doing
was
Nigel's
really good.
move now. Since he's retiring, start boom. Start hitting that Tower of London. What you mean?
I mean nothing.
I'm looking at
yeah,
Damien. Damien shaking his head at me like, no.
Well, I mean, I guess your little skinny like collarbone.
What if I make it a
jamming
what's
into
it
the
called?
net? I guess that would hurt. So I guess
Damn,
go ahead, do it.
That's crazy. My cutter in matches.
That's cute.
The only reason why your cutter
I'm
works
just
is
saying.
because it's all bone on throat, bro.
My cutter ends careers.
A dub's a dub, regardless. That's a
that
dub.
is
A dub is a dub.
That is
That
no
cutter
matter how
wins
you
me
do it.
titles. That cutter right here is why I'm still the longest reigning SCWA tag team champion. All right, argue with your moms.
Keep going. Look, keep
Go ahead,
going
Twitch.
and
It's
get
your
crowd.
turn. We're not talking about this. Go ahead. It's just his turn. It's his turn.
My hottest, we're gonna make it a three-peat. My hottest is Jey Uso, because let's be serious, this man
Let's
was
go.
0-6 in every single singles title match he has gone after. So that's a great moment to see, in my opinion. My coldest is not they are wrestlers, but my coldest is the security guards for the Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman segment that were lined up in single file line like a fucking Pez dispenser, watching one in front of the other get chucked around like little bitches. What made you think, if it didn't work for the person in front of you, that it was going to work for you?
I forgot we had this conversation on Tuesday. It was like right after. It was like the next day after Raw. He calls me. He's like, "Yo, why?"
It was a part of their training. That's why. That's my logic. There's their training. You know, you want to have layers and stuff like that. Now, granted, they're not going to be fighting a monster. You know, their training doesn't. I have no way to make. No, I tried.
If I was standing in that line, I would have walked away. I would have walked away. I'd have been like, "Yeah, I saw what happened to the two of y'all. I'm good."
By the third person, I'm like, "This ain't gonna work. I'm out."
Security guards last week in wrestling have been dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
My match of the week is, and I'm going to sound like everybody else except Damien. My match, when these two stop producing fire, I will stop using them. Andrade and Carmelo.
The match was really fire.
When they stop producing fire, I will change my decision.
Hey, I ain't even mad at you. I can't wait for the next one.
Exactly.
Yeah, nah, for real.
It's tough. It's tough to argue that that doesn't work out. So, yeah.
All right, he's got that undeniable chemistry.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
For no reason.
Very much.
For no reason. That's what makes it crazier.
Check the comments. See what the comments looking like. They bumping.
You know, CHAZ aren't too bad at introductions. That wasn't too shabby. Hey, yo, give him a little props. Yeah, CHAZ does like to do like some good intros. Kick is still a thing. K-I-C-K.
I try to.
K-I-K.
Yeah, the actual like kick.
Ouch! Who did you? I'll hunt him down.
Man,
Clipper did it. Clipper Jones. Put his name out there. I'm gonna get him back though. He's gonna get one. I agree. Every Mello and Andrade match is fire, 100%. Big laughs. We got what's up? So we got the Black Heart out here on. Said, hey yo, what up? And then yerp. That's right. What up 3 count? What up OTTR? I said hottest is Jay. I like because Jacob's a menace like O-Dog, yeah, he is
He's
a
not
menace.
wrong.
Yeah, no, he is.
No lies told. Agree with Damien. Until the SWO broke it up again.
It's okay. I was okay with that.
I'm here for it.
It was. It
I'm
needed
here
to
for.
happen.
I'm here for the SWO. I'm here for KO being over Cody-ish.
Look,
You
not
know what? I can't
my
wait.
son is perplexed. Okay, he is not with this at all. Okay, let me tell you something. Because listen, he likes Cody, right? Like, but he switched over to Kevin Owens being his favorite. Like, so now that Kevin is beefing with Cody, he's like, Cody, what are you doing? Stop that! You guys are friends. And he was watching it. Look, he was distraught for watching SmackDown. Okay, like. No, look, you may be over it, but listen, my kid's not, okay? The two big baby faces are fighting each other, and he's not okay with this.
We've been waiting for for KO to turn heel for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been brewing for a hot minute, and me personally, I'm all for it. I'm all for the heartbreak and disappointment.
I'm here for
KO. Yo, KO is just magnificent.
Oh yeah, because he don't care.
Nope.
That's who's someone who was they were describing. Oh, they were describing for all the people who watch Vampire Diaries. They were like when they turn the humanity off, they just don't care. That's Kevin Owens as a heel. I went, wow, I get that reference. Not most people will, but I get that reference.
What show is this?
Vampire Diaries.
Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, actually, no. You know what? We're gonna move on. Let's get to the subject.
Alrighty.
You might as well
It's a
just
great
say
show.
Twilight. What?
Oh, I didn't watch that though. I didn't watch that. Still to this day.
Yeah, he's like Twilight. He's like Edward. Mm-hmm.
I don't know who that is. All right, Bad Blood
don't
will
care,
be
I'm
the
just-
third straight WWE PLE without a single black male talent on it. Let's talk about it. All right, So look, there's the innuendo, there's the rumor about Triple H and his booking, how hate to use the R term out there. So how do we fix this problem? How do we fix the issue? Let's start it off. Let's start with you, Damien.
I don't know if I should answer this.
No, you should answer it.
I don't know if I should.
That's why I made you first.
All right, so how should I do this? Should I?
It was big on Twitter. It was big on Twitter, and I.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get you like this.
Oh no! Come on!
Hey.
Stop! Back it up, please.
I ain't gonna do you like that.
All right, let's be real. At this present point in time, besides maybe putting Mello on there versus Andrade, but that's kind of just like a blood feud at the moment, which it could still go on the card. Don't get me wrong. Besides that, and I don't know, like there's only like maybe a few, black wrestlers at the moment that have important stories. I don't think it has to do with necessarily the color of their skin. It's just this is what's going on at the present point in time. If that makes any sense. Like I'm trying to explain this that like I care, actually. Trying to be nice and political, and not make anybody cry. Honestly, I don't think there's anything to fix. It'll happen when it happens. It ain't a big fucking deal. Fucking stop crying, you little bitches on the fucking internet and Twitter. God damn it. Get your panties out of your ass. Sorry. There you go. I'm done.
All right, go ahead, Cliff.
I mean, so aside from, I really thought that Carmelo and Andrade were going to finish up this feud on Bad Blood. So I know there's like a week. When is it's next week, right? Bad Blood.
Yes.
I mean, there's still a possibility that happens. So I'm not saying that.
I mean, there's a
There's
special
not.
start time at what? What is it? I know it's starting earlier in the day.
Yeah,
Six.
we'll probably still get
Yeah.
we might get that match. So there still might be time for that match to pop up, and I'm not saying there isn't or isn't. I just don't know. You know what I mean? At this time, but there's got to be more talent that's gonna get brought up into these upper echelon stories. That's like the biggest problem that we're having, right? Because if you notice, like the New Day have their storyline going on right now, and it hasn't accumulated to something bigger yet, right? Street Profits are in that, you know, in their tag divisions, right? That's going on right now. So like there's that happening. But there's really like I don't know. Outside of Carmella, I can't really pinpoint like another black male that would be that's in a in a meaningful feud that would have to be taken out in like a pay per view like Bad Blood. You know, I don't see one, and you know it's probably there's you got rid of Bobby Lashley. You know, you took out, you know, you let MVP walk. You know, Omos is just brought back up just to be a scary dude in a Rumble. Like I don't know. I don't really know like how to solve the problem because there's there's no real like there's no real answer because especially when you look down at NXT, you have this accumulation of black men are about to ready to come up and just own the network. Like I worry, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I think next pay per view we'll probably see a lot more stories where black men are going to be on there. But right now it's like they're just not in a significant story that needs to be accumulated in a pay per view. I don't know. Outside of Carmelo and Andrade, I have no idea like who would I
That's
put
what I was
on there.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know who I would put on there.
Like I don't think it's like I said. I don't think it's like done on purpose. It just hasn't happened. I don't know.
But you know, I mean, like the other problem is though is that there's a lack of black men.
There
main
is right
roster.
now.
Like
Yeah, right now there kind of is.
you break up the New Day. Okay, now you got two. And you have Carmelo, but who else is really around?
Street Profits. That's about it. But
That's
they're
it. The Street
tag team.
Profits. That's it. Like
They're not
5.
singles.
We just named 5 people on that roster.
Is that it? Really?
That's just
Oh, is
what
it
it's
Cedric?
called.
Is hold on, Cedric?
Cedric.
Cedric's on
there.
NXT.
He's in on
he is
NXT
on
now.
NXT.
He's on NXT.
Oh yeah, you're right. He is.
He's with-
Who
Apollo.
else is up there?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's
Apollo.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, Apollo.
Yeah, Apollo.
So 6.
He's working
and
with,
Omos.
So okay, so under 10.
It's definitely under 10. But you got
It's
like a
like-
nice, good
All right,
handful
so you want-
ready to come up from NXT. So I mean,
I can tell you this. Here's the stories that's going on the main roster, right? So, or at least the budding stories. You got with black talent. You got Apollo and Giovanni, right?
true.
Naomi and Bailey with Tiffany and Nia.
Yeah.
That whole thing. Michin and Chelsea. There's Mello and Andrade and LA Knight. You got the Profits and DIY and the Bloodline. That's just SmackDown.
Oh, whatever Jade
Like,
and Bianca
Raw-
are doing.
Yes, and they fluctuate. They're on any
Yeah,
brand.
they flip flopping.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. I'm neither here nor there on the situation. I don't think there's a problem, but I do think there is a issue of there not being at least one. At least, you know, like it shows lack of diversity is what it does. Like let's just put point blank out. It shows lack of diversity. Point blank. Whether you see it, how you see it, whichever way you see it. So the point is a lack of diversity if there's not at least one. Now, at the same time, all these stories probably that we name as far as SmackDown alone, the only one that's probably at this point in time that's pay-per-view worthy for real, we would say is the Prophet, Bloodline, DIY. Like we already know on SmackDown that they ended the whole Naomi and Bailey thing, so it's really Nia and Bailey, but that's still like it's not. It isn't, and that's just not to say like it's just not. Their stories are not there. They're not there.
Hold on. I'm looking at the card right now. I cannot agree with you that there's a lack of diversity on the card. I can't agree with that.
Well, yeah, no. As far as the card is concerned, there's a lot of.
I can agree with
diversity
you
on
in
that
the
card.
aspect of saying that there's a problem where there's not one black male wrestling on the card. I can agree with that. But to say the word diversity, that there's a lack of diversity when you have 3 Latinos on the card, you have all of the Asian Pacific representation in the bloodline, and then you also have Rhea being up there, and even if you want to go to Damien Priest, I know that they refer to him as a bisexual Undertaker, but there's a diversity.
It's
I'm
very
just saying,
diverse,
like,
though. He's right. It's
a diverse cast of people who are working on the show. It's not. It's I like I said, I can agree with you if you want to say there's a lack of black male representation, and I promise you, I will agree with you 100% of the time with that, and I agree. But to say there's a lack of diversity is not a correct statement.
All right, that's what I then. What you said, then yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
The lack of
Go ahead,
representation is there, but it's like everybody.
That's the word.
The story progression for them just isn't there. To be honest, like we were talking about it before we went on the air, I thought Xavier Woods and Rey Mysterio were on the Bad Blood card. But it's like Cliff said, the story progression just isn't there yet. The only one that would really make sense would be Andrade and Carmelo. But I agree with what you were trying to say with the lack of representation being there.
Go on, Chaz. So you.
Cool. All right. That's still me. All right. Cool. I said my points right then and there.
Yeah.
Those are all my bullet points.
I think he's saying as the.
But I agree. But move on. I know he's telling me to move on.
Yeah.
But no, to wrap it up in the button though, it's the stories isn't there. Like they're just not. That's just the thing. They're not like pay-per-view time. It costs a lot of money, and you got like still in the business. You got when opportunities are given, you got to make it happen. And that's not to say that the black talent on the roster has not, but playing devil's advocate, I also see the other hand of that. There should at least be one. Like, why hasn't we gotten to that point yet? Because let's be real, we're still looking at 3 straight months. So I see devil. I'll play the fence on this topic, but like I said, the stories that are on TV have not gotten to that point yet. A lot of these stories are just being built, and I know a lot of people are going to bring out and throw out the fact of that it's been 700 something days or 800 days since a black man won on television and that was when Vince was booking. And guess what? You're a weird person to get that stat. And who cares about wins and losses? It's wrestling. It's fake.
Dude,
that's my button on that one because I know somebody will bring that stat up.
No, it's just
yes, and I get it. And I get it. That's the big topic now, especially with Swerve. With Swerve being on the Breakfast Club and saying what he said, it's got everybody in feathers and everyone's talking and talking. So, but that was the big thing I wanted to bring on.
Fuck the Breakfast Club.
Look, hey, it's
fuck them. Fuck that show. I hate it.
Well,
all right,
how about? Oh, guess what? It's time. We'll go to the comments first. Then we'll go. To our favorite segment.
Now you might make me have to change one and put those bastards on.
All right, so we're gonna start here, and you're gonna get a great match from KO. Always gonna get a great match from
Facts.
KO. Black or POC, and again, how we went back. We already covered that part. Stop hiring Lashley, Omos, etc. Lashley is a talent, bro. Like I don't know why people hate on Lashley so much. The man, when you let him talk, he'll cut great promos, and I won't say great promos. He'll cut good promos, and then he's great in the ring. Like
He's the Nickelback of wrestling, dude. He's just so repetitive.
And I love him because he's half Panamanian, and I don't give a damn. But that's why I'm gonna go to bat for Lashley, and former military too. So salute to that man.
Yeah, that's what they need to bring up right there.
100%. You know, and I see him coming up right here. He'll be up here soon, so I can't wait for that to happen.
I mean, you also got that one guy that's on there that's supposed to be
Javion Evans.
Something. No, not that. I would have actually said his name. That other guy. The other guy.
Oh,
what other
Trick.
guy?
Trick.
Yeah, that
Trick Williams.
Yeah, that dude. That dude.
Oh yeah,
he should be. He should be coming up there soon.
Nito is on every show.
Oh man, you know what's up? You know, I don't want Trick. I want Trick to be one of those that stay in NXT. NXT just fits.
No, it does. I think he could do all right up there, though.
Yeah. So as far as the New Day being on every show for the last 10 years, sure, but the last 3 months, like they really came trying to rebuild him back up to, I don't know, do something different with them, and I kind of appreciate that. But again, you know, like I said, when Bad Blood when SmackDown happens Friday night, if we find out that the next match for Andrade and Carmelo Hayes is on Bad Blood, then this whole topic becomes irrelevant. Like
very much so.
Street Profits.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Absolutely.
We're on there. I didn't notice that I didn't notice this. That's wild. 100%. Bianca.
I didn't notice it either till Twitter told me.
That's why you should never listen to Twitter.
PLE. Well, Bianca was just on the PLE. No, the last one.
Yes.
When they won the tag title.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won the tag title.
But it's black male. It says black male.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, but it's black.
That's the one thing I get.
Male.
Chaz, this is for you. What's up, man? I told you.
Yeah.
I would tune in this evening. I'm late. Yeah, my leg.
I don't know.
Gave me on Friday. You're definitely worth the $50, Mike. I can't wait. I put your strong hands over.
That's what I was laughing about earlier.
I remember first and I started laughing my ass off.
Oh, that's what I didn't even see. I don't have the comments up.
Yeah,
it's funny because I have the
discussing black men.
I don't have the comments up. I have the banner, so I didn't even see that. That's hilarious.
Yes, as performers. But Jade and Bianca have been on back-to-back pay-per-views.
Yes, back-to-back, yes.
That's why they said. Yeah. That's why they call them Weird Sped men specifically. Many POCs, again, as I corrected Chaz. I'm really trying to think of storylines right now with Black Men. Chaz gave you a few of them, and you know that's when you said Giovanni and Apollo. I was like, that's.
It's right, really. But it's not really a story. Yeah. But it's well, I mean, it's not really a story, but it's a story, but it's not,
Let's bring back Akeem. Oh wait. Braun Breaker and his tan was featured. Does that count? Don't forget about Bianca and Jade.
Hey, that's what. Look, guess what? That what got me with Taz. All my life, I didn't find out until like 2-3 years ago.
Oh really?
Yes,
I look. You couldn't tell me otherwise.
Oh really?
You're right. They are hosting. But there's also not a story for them to win a match. Like I mean, you could have the tag titles on there, but I mean, I think Triple H wanted to keep it between like 5 and 6 matches. Like
which I understand
have to make sense. Yeah. But I do also agree that Jade and Bianca should be half the rosters are POC. Yes. Making something out of nothing. Not entirely true. There are some points. There are no Ron Simmons and no Booker T's.
And they probably shouldn't be.
But you know what? I see, Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods' story is building up. Kofi, and obviously Xavier wants to chase after his first single title. There's like a lot of things that are kind of like making its way up. So
yeah,
I want to see.
I'm sorry.
The people that go on DraftKings that bet on wrestling care. Perfect description of Nickelback of wrestling. First of all,
Let me clear something. I don't say that as a bad thing. I know Nickelback gets a lot of fucking hate.
They do. They do. They
Now
do. And
I
like
understand that they are very repetitive with their music, but let me be perfectly clear. If it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it.
No, and this is how you remind me. I want to be a rock star too, and a leader of men. Let's be
Look
real.
at this photograph.
Yeah, look at this photograph. Yo, you know what? As many hits as Nickelback has is as many titles as Lashley's held. Let me keep it up.
right?
This man right here.
Exactly.
Yo, oh, so we like him now. Most people wouldn't notice unless they started trouble on Twitter or X. It's true. Like
Too
Chaz
many
said.
trolls. There is too many fucking trolls.
Looking to start
He's
trouble. My guys,
What
what's
a
up?
dude.
Hey.
Talking about practice. What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good?
What it
Just out
do?
here discussing stuff. My guys, what's up? What's up? Big laugh from Mr. Golden. Okay, then Coldplay of WWE. No, you can't change it. You stuck.
No,
Sticking
no.
with
You
Nickelback.
might as well have just said they are the hinder. He is the hinder of WWE.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh my god! All right, let's get this going. Let's go. Hit it.
Just really quick, easy, and simple. Vince McMahon for the documentary. Tony Khan for being an ass about this contract with Rey Fenix and several other egregious things. And Chris Jericho, just for being Chris Jericho. And just for being him, showing up on TV, breathing the same air as the rest of the good world. We are so sad. He might have been like, I don't know. I think he might be patient zero for COVID.
Oh my gosh! No,
What?
yeah.
I mean, then his wife stormed the Capitol.
Damn.
Talked about being abducted
Allegedly.
by aliens.
Allegedly.
All this is allegedly. This is why I said allegedly. He's patient zero for COVID. This is what I heard. I didn't say that it's my opinion. I'm just saying.
It's starting to sound like your opinion.
No, I would never. Just saying is what I heard.
All right. So who is it? Vince, Tony, and Jericho?
Yep.
Anybody got any other suggestions for fourth?
I know who else did something stupid.
I feel like Twitch's dumbass of the week should be WWE security.
Yes. WWE security. Let's get them
I'm
in
not mad
there.
about that. I'm not mad about that because that was pretty egregious.
Get them in there. Fucking idiots.
It is. Yo, I'm actually laughing right now. Dean's comment. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Thankfully, we have a disclaimer at the beginning of the show. We should just periodically just slide it back in, just so people know.
All right, yes, just know that, like I said, it's not my opinion; it's what I heard.
It doesn't reflect the opinion of the Plus Network. Or
exactly. I don't know.
Or everyone on the show.
Yeah, exactly. It's just I
just
figured I'd put it out there,
informative.
making sure everybody understands and hear and have the right information to make the right decision for themselves.
Oh man! All right, so look, I got the tweet out there. All right, so look, you can vote right now on X. It's not a tweet anymore; it's called the post. My bad.
No, it's called a tweet. It's Twitter.
Check that out.
Twitter. God damn it!
So you can go vote right now. We'll go announce at the end of the show who's the dumbass of the week. But you got until 7:00 tomorrow to vote on Twitter or X.
Twitter.
Let's get on to our second topic.
First time.
Hold on. No, WWE should be dumbass of the week.
Oh,
I agree.
They knew what Vince was. They knew who Vince is. But they were making money, so no one said anything. 100%. 100%.
Well, I
All right.
mean, I like seriously, like he was the boss. Like, really, what are you gonna say besides lose your job?
Yeah, 100%. All right.
I mean, let's keep it 100.
All right, let's talk about your favorite promoter, Damien.
Oh yeah, I was just talking about this.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes.
switch it around. We're gonna talk about this one next. That was gonna be last, but we're gonna talk about this
Look
now.
at that.
That
Look
mother-
at
It's on the
that.
it's fresh on your brain. We might
Look
get
at-
what you call it.
Fucking,
We might get angry Damien today. All right,
fucking
so look,
hypocrite.
let me give y'all the brief synopsis. I know a couple weeks ago we talked about it, the Lucha Brothers coming on over the WWE. We talked about how fire it is, this, that, and the third. But the plot thickens in this feud that people say that isn't there, but it's there, at least on Tony Khan's end, it's there. So look, Rey Fenix was hurt, and it's reported that Tony is going to add on injury time onto his contract, so making so that he cannot sign with the WWE. And of course, Tony's talking about that contract tampering word and thing, all that line. Like, yeah, he's throwing that again. I don't think it's real contract tampering in the East, not football. But hey, yeah, let's talk about it. What's your thoughts on it, Damien? Start us off. Start us off. Look, you get to start off two topics
Fuck
in a row.
Tony
'Cause-
Fuck that fool. I'm gonna sit there.
wait. Say it again. No, look at the
Tony
camera.
Khan.
Look at the
Fuck
camera
Tony
and say
Khan.
it.
Fuck Tony Khan. Fuck you for being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
You are a hypocrite. How are you going to go and say that it's like unfair that WWE is doing all this, yet you're doing the same thing? Like, you stopping these guys from eating, literally, because you know they're probably getting a little bit more money than what you're paying them. And this is like a bigger platform for them in their minds. But you're not going to let them go because you don't want them to go there. So you're going to tackle more time on the one's contract for injury? Sounds a little Vince McMahon-y to me. Just want to put that out there.
Ooh, no. Ooh, no.
Look,
He said it.
look,
He said it,
I,
y'all.
look, all I'm saying is that, look, I said it before, he hiding something. Ain't no way he that nice. Nah, he hiding something, and it's slowly starting to come out. With this whole thing with Rey Fenix, there's a couple of other little incidents that we don't really need to dive into. And then his coke habit, it's just, it's a bad mix. So fuck Tony. Let this look. I'm gonna get a shirt made for next show. Free Rey Fenix.
No, you're not.
You're like hell I am. I'll see you next
No,
Sunday.
you won't.
Okay.
No, you won't.
Okay. All right.
No,
All right.
you won't.
Bet.
No, you
Bet.
No,
Bet.
you.
There's a t-shirt. Look, there's a t-shirt shop right at the mall, like less than a mile and a half away from my house. He made my other t-shirts, and it won't be hard.
Hey, if you get one, look. Hey, guess what? You can have.
Yeah,
You can have the
don't
podcast. You can have the podcast.
Damn.
Hey,
get
it will
one.
no
It
longer
will-
be Chaz. Look,
Yeah.
but yeah,
All
yeah,
I'm
my
saying-
half. That's fair. That's fair. Yes, you can have my
All
half.
I'm
My 50.5. My 50.5.
Look, all I'm saying.
The 0.5 is because it was my idea. I gotta have the 0.5. It was my idea.
All I'm saying is this that just let the man go. Let him go. Like, seriously. Like, why are you keeping somebody there that doesn't want to be there? I mean, he's kind of doing that to several other people. I'm trying to tell you, he's hiding little kids in his basement.
Don't say that on the air. Stop. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say. Oh my
Once again, I'm
god.
glad we have a disclaimer at the beginning of this show.
Exactly.
Play
That's why we got it.
Play
there.
it again. Play it again.
Maybe
Play
you should
it
play it every
again.
time.
I'm
Maybe
so
you should play it
serious.
every time that I talk.
Oh my gosh.
Damien had a pocket.
It was out of pocket. I'm sorry.
that run got him feeling a little too good. That midnight run.
Well, as I said, it's midnight, so it's a heavy indica. So yeah, mix that with Jameson. It might not be a great mix.
Whose turn is it now? Someone else, like Cliff. You bring this show back on the rails. And let me go check to make sure we're still live on all these. You know, YouTube got a crazy algorithm.
They really do. I think what it is though, it's petty. It's petty. I know that you want to keep the Lucha Bros. I know that the Lucha Bros have been there since day one. They've been your day oneers. They've been putting on 5 matches forever for AEW. But it's been 5 years, man. It's time for them to kind of venture off and if they wanted to resign, they would have resigned. If they don't want to resign, they don't want to resign. You gotta let them go. Let them go do their thing. And then they show up on the E and they go wrestle, and then whatever. If AEW is still a thing after the contract's done, they can go back to AEW. But you don't have to be that guy. You don't gotta be that guy. And I get it. You lost Spears, you lost, she's King, right? I don't remember his real name. So you lost King, you lost Cody. Ethan Page went over there. You lost out to Motor City Machine Guns. Just let Phoenix go. Just let Phoenix go. Penta's already going over there. So that'll be a thing. And the other part too is even if Tony's gonna be petty and keep tacking on time, hey, whatever, man. Penta's gonna go over there. He's gonna tear the house down with whoever he's working with. But until Phoenix shows up. But yeah, it's just petty. It's just petty of him, and I don't agree with it. I was especially for someone who's well, you don't we're not gonna, you don't want to be here, then we don't need you now. So you need them. Because you realize that your tag division isn't as strong as it used to be. Because you're not putting any time into it. That's your biggest problem. You're not putting time into your tag division anymore, and you need to. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know who the AEW tag team champions are right now. Is it still the Bucks?
I think they
Young
are.
Bucks. Yeah.
I had a guess.
Well, it was either them or FDR.
Again.
That seems like that's always the go-to.
Occasionally somebody
So,
different.
all right, let me give you my 2 cents. All right, so
2 cents.
Yeah, my delayed 2 cents. I looked on the screen. I can tell it's a delay. But here's the thing about it. I'm on the fence of, I got you for this contract. You were hurt. No, I'm gonna keep you. Why wouldn't you? It's Rey Fenix, probably the next second coming of Rey Mysterio. Why wouldn't you want to keep him? I absolutely. So I'm not at all mad about this. Tony should do this actually again. He should do this for more superstars trying to jump over to the E. If we're being completely honest, no, I got.
Good. Should have muted him. How dare you? How dare you, sir? You should be ashamed of yourself. You've been dipping in Tony's stash again, haven't you? You have. Yes, he has.
Oh, Chaz. Poor Chaz got muted like shit. You're going to mute yourself, bro.
I'll mute yourself. Press the button.
You ain't going to push it for you. You're a grown-ass man.
I know.
It's my turn. It's my turn.
Sorry,
okay,
sorry,
can you not? It's my turn.
All right, go.
My turn. I gave you all turns.
Say your propaganda. Go ahead.
My propaganda? No, are we not going to deny that Rey Fenix is the next Rey Mysterio?
Not that part.
Not going to deny that. Are we simply okay then? So, as the promoter, why would you not keep the next best high flyer in your roster? His brother is not all that good as he used to be anymore. It is keep Rey. No. Tony has every right to use that in his advantage. It's business. No. Everybody want to get mad. You want to talk about propaganda? No, you over there spitting propaganda like Vince or Triple H wouldn't have done the same thing. And now, but Tony does it. It's no, absolutely. It's all the devil coming out. Oh no, he's a too mustache. No, he's a businessman. He got like he has
He
some
is a-
running. And
he
Rey
is a
Fenix,
child in a man's
did-
body. Stop lying.
regardless of what you may think of his personal drug choice, regardless of your opinion of how he lives his life, Damien, he runs a company, right, that produces weekly content just as much as your favorite company on USA.
If
But
that's
this is
what
also
you
the
want to
man.
call
This
But
is
it.
if Vince
okay.
did it,
Okay,
if Vince
I
did it, we
feel
be.
you.
If Triple H did it, it'd be okay. It'd be okay.
It wasn't okay. No,
But
we
because
were.
it's AEW, the alternative.
No, actually, I
because
didn't
it's
say
the
that was okay.
alternative. Yeah,
I never said that was
say,
okay.
Give them the finger.
Yes, because he's
No,
not
but
supposed to
you
be
say-
doing that.
Yeah, we got to hit him with this mute button real quick because one, he's on delay and he's out here yelling and stuff, and no one can understand him. So I'm gonna go ahead and just say this, right? We 100% weren't okay with it when Vince did it. We 100% were not okay with it. We were always talking about, yo, let that person go, let that person be. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it yourself, Chaz. You just gonna
Nobody ever was doing that. No one was talking about Vince and keeping talent. No one was
You
having a
just
big
did it.
fuss about it. No one was
I'm just
having a
saying.
big fuss about it.
Tony Khan referred to this company as the alternative, and now he also said it too. If a wrestler doesn't want to be here, we will let them go. And we have seen instances where he has done this,
Exactly.
aka Kylie Ray was a situation where she didn't want to be there, and guess what Tony did? He released her. So if these guys
There's
don't
been
want to be
several
there
reasons.
anymore and they finish up their contract, sure, you can tack on the injury time, but that's a petty ass move. And that's the kind of shit that Vince and Triple H would do just to hold the talent over, like they're doing currently with Bobby.
My thing
Nah, it was a
is,
business move.
again, as I
It
said,
was a business.
but
move.
Tony is supposed to be the alternative and talking about he let people go.
He's supposed to be the
They
bigger man, although he's
Exactly.
not much.
I mean, it's still the alternative. He's still to be the alternative. He's the alternative product. It didn't mean he wasn't going to run the business. He wasn't going to run the business the same. That just means the product to be different.
Great.
But
So you
he
mean
said
tell me
he would let people go if they wanted to go, though. So why isn't he not doing that?
But again, we're talking about Rey Fenix, the next best thing to Rey Mysterio as far as Hispanic wrestler, luchador, who does all the flippy joints. Why would you let him go?
Because you have Will Ospreay and you have Ricochet. That's why. And you have Pac.
But and tell me,
three of the four
and which one of them are
on your roster?
And which one of them are luchador?
Put a mask on him and give him a new name. There you go. Luchadora.
Prince Puma.
Prince Puma? Yeah, that's right. I was thinking the same thing. Prince Puma? Like,
yeah. See, there you go. Nobody don't know the difference.
Not to mention that they have with Gravity and El Astronante and
all the CMLL guys that like.
Yo, don't say who just because you know them.
Really? Really?
They have all those guys on AEW from
I know.
CMLL,
There's so many people that can easily take that spot
in there, bro. Like, I get it. I hear your point.
Again,
Rey Fenix.
Who is the next best thing to Rey Mysterio? Ain't Astronante is not Gravity. It ain't Prince Puma. It's
Prince Puma.
Y'all are crazy.
Okay, but look what was Rey Fenix doing like about a month and a half ago? What was Rey Fenix doing? Really, what was he doing?
He was on ROH. He was doing it for the TV title on ROH.
Yeah, that's
we were just talking like a couple months ago about him and that 6-man. Yeah, just because you don't watch Ring of Honor, Damien, doesn't make it less important.
Well, when it's on the same level as Level Up, I can't help that. When
that's
it's on the same level as Level Up. No, it's not.
Athena,
Level Up
that's
is a great
wild.
show.
Because the
What
thing
I'm
you're gonna, and it's developmental. You're gonna say Ring of Honor and the title, the women's title that Athena's held and was put on lockdown, this historic reign, and you're gonna put that up to developmental. I'm over this, man. I want to change the topic.
I thought it wasn't developmental, sir. I thought it wasn't developmental.
No, Level Up is developmental. NXT ain't developmental. You got that on the Black Network, the CW that put on the No, it's not. That's coming on right after My 100%. Wife and this. What you talking about?
NXT is still developmental. That's
it
wild.
Is developmental.
NXT is still developmental.
It is.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Do it to yourself again, because you know what's gonna happen in like 3 months. You're gonna say it. You're gonna be like, man, NXT is such a great show for being a developmental show, and we're all gonna call you out on it again. And you're gonna be like, I didn't say it. I'm gonna remember this moment.
I didn't. Yeah, whatever. NXT is not developmental. There it is. I said it. It's not.
They say it is. WWE says it is. If they say it is, guess what it is? Developmental. God damn.
Whatever. Okay, all right. Whatever. Let's go. Here we go. We're going to the next topic. Section.
Hold on. Oh, yeah. You're going to let Twitch, like...
Twitch. Twitch. Golly.
Why are you so mad?
I'm so mad at CHAZ right now for the developmental comment.
Why do you hate me?
Because it's not. I don't. That's the problem. I like you more than I like Damien.
You know what?
I will say it just like this. I thought I was going to be the one to blow up. Apparently, I wasn't.
Cause this is crazy.
Shut up,
they act like they wouldn't do the same thing if they were in the situation.
I might mute him. So I will say it like this. I understand Tony's position where he feels like time is owed to him. I understand that it is a petty ass fucking move and that you are a fucking piece of shit. And I hope your Jacksonville Jaguars go 0-17. So what's the next topic?
Hold on. Let's read some of these comments in the comment section.
That was a nice ending. Twitch, you know what? Nice ending, bro.
All right, real quick. The superstars who let Vince do the KMA club, Kiss My Ass Club, by the way, if you wondering what that meant. They let Val Venus be castrated, Katie Vick, Stephanie, blah, blah, ad nauseum. The Jets lost to the Broncos. Yeah, shout out to the Broncos. We're 2-2. Whoop, whoop. That's why you see me drinking out of a jacket for today. Angry Damien is good for business. Good shit. He's doing the same practice as Vince McMahon does when he doesn't want someone to go to the opposition. 100%. Tony Russo, 100%. You can't say that. Yeah, you can't say that about him. You know,
the kids thing?
Yeah, the kids.
You can't. I told you. Yeah, thank goodness we're still on live on everything.
The look on CHAZ's face is priceless.
Because look, man, I just want y'all to say, look, I want to preface this. Like, look, I've known Damien for a very long time, okay? Like, legitimately a very long time. All right? I am used to him saying literally out-of-pocket things, okay? Nothing really gets me to a point where I have to literally stop and question the friendship that I have with this man. Very rarely does it happen. That happened a few minutes ago when he said what he said.
I mean, well, I can give you another incident. The whole Chris Benoit situation.
No, don't. I don't need you. No, I don't need 2 in one day.
We're gonna continue on.
I don't need. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Cliff. Way to go. Way to do that producer role.
TK pays these talents lots of money and not book really consistently to advertise them. Is just wasting money. Yes, just wasting away money is exactly what it is. Hello, what's up, Christy? AEW muted CHAZ 100%. Big laughs. They done got this man started. CW Network is located in Boston. You know, I may have to make a visit.
Yeah, you know that.
I now know this now. Here we go with this again. Twitch just rocking back and forth.
When CHAZ gets going, you can't stop him. But I do have one question on this topic, though.
What's up?
If you are Penta, do you go or do you wait?
You
Yeah,
go.
go
You go.
because you can build those ties so they can bring Ray in just right after. That way, it's it's kind of building, and Penta is already established.
And you let Penta chop the shit out of Walter.
Yes.
I actually would like to see that one-on-one.
Here for it.
Oh, I am
The
so
Rumble.
here for that.
There's the Rumble.
One-on-one?
Oh no, well, no, I will know. Well, what you call it? Gunther's still a champion, so he probably unless he does the Roman Reigns going is like, or the Brock thing. He goes, hey, yeah, I'm going into the Rumble as the champion. Like, but
Just
yeah, that'd be fire.
Main event it, and I'll pick my opponent.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's
yo, how
What if
sick
he
would that
did
be
that?
though? If they did that
If he
and
went and
Walter
did that.
won.
Right?
Gunther.
And handpicked his
Walter
opponent.
wins and then hand picks his opponent, and then he picks somebody
Gunther.
like
The name Gunther is stupid. His name is fucking Walter.
it is 100%. But, hey, WWE's let it be known. But just imagine he picks his opponent, and then he chooses. I don't know. Let's say he chooses someone like I don't know, a member from LWO, not Rey Mysterio, right? And then that's where we get like a bigger return of someone else coming back to challenge him. Like, I don't know, a name that's been redacted. We'll say Brock Lesnar.
Moving on. All right, who's your main event? Bad Blood.
Me.
All right. So I want to talk about where this comes from, right? Because it may seem kind of weird that I would discuss this way, right? But it was a serious question that was being asked on the internet a couple days ago. Was who should main event Bad Blood? Because originally, when you think about Bad Blood, you think about big stories that are lined up and put you in position, right? So right now, currently, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, obviously being a Hell in a Cell, Bad Blood, this whole thing going down, it would just make sense for them being the main event. However, with the reintroduction or the reappearance of Roman Reigns and Cody now teaming up to face off against the Bloodline, we now see that there's another story that's just as high intensity, high level of like aggression as what would be with the Drew McIntyre and CM Punk story. So that's where this comes from.
All right, I'm gonna start this one.
Look,
on
2-second delay again.
Wonderful. So look, here we go. My 3 Count Podcast is favorite Phil and wrestling, CM Punk, right? So let's start this off by saying this: there is not a single feud in the E that, when you think of Bad Blood, that's the story you think of. This man, Drew McIntyre, and CM Punk literally have talked about committing crimes against each other. Okay, taking taking each other's lives. It got to that point, and they're gonna do it inside Hell in a Cell. That should be the main event. The Hell in a Cell match is an attraction of itself. That's why we got rid of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, because it diminished the aura of the Hell in a Cell. Like back in the day, in the Ruthless Aggression era and the Attitude era, the Hell in a Cell match was the match that ended feuds. That was when, like, all right, look, all bets are off. Like, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight in this structure, and yeah, we're gonna battle this out until one of us, somebody's standing, somebody's on the ground. So if that's what we're trying to bring back, that mystique about Hell in a Cell, and we have a legitimate feud that has really captivated folks. It's not a boring feud. And we did it while Punk was hurt. That's the great part about it. This story has literally been going all year long, since January. And if people want long-term booking, long-term stories, here you go. We're about to, this should be the payoff. This should be the end. We're doing it inside Hell in a Cell. That needs to main event. And there's no questions about it. The Bloodline is not the biggest story in wrestling anymore. It's not. It's not 2022 anymore. It's the Bloodline as the mystique of it that we want in high regard, it kind of fizzled out when Cody won. That was the end of it. Okay, now this and the Bloodline Civil War with Cody and Roman, that whole thing, that's not even the big match yet. This is the start, really. This is the start, the big match, the first big match of this story that's going to probably take up to next year's SummerSlam. They could draw this one out forever, to be completely honest. But we know for a fact it'll probably go at least to the WrestleMania. Because you still got Jimmy to come back, Paul and all that. So that story, the Bloodline, isn't there yet. Like, I can see why people say Bad Blood. Oh, absolutely. Solo this. But if that was the case, give me Solo and Roman, then I could give you the argument for them who should be main event. But you're giving me a tag match with, I get what you're doing. The two rivals, can they coexist? Oh, I get that story and all that. But you're not, do you want something that means Bad Blood? You give me the Hell in a Cell match. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah.
Anybody can go next if they want to go. I don't
agree. I agree. It's the reason you got rid of the Hell in a Cell event itself is because it took away of what Hell in a Cell was. It wouldn't matter if it's Drew and Punk like it is in Hell in a Cell. If it's Rhea and Liv in Hell in a Cell, which would have been dope as fuck in my opinion. The Hell in a Cell match should go last. It's just Hell in a Cell has always been built up, like you said, Chaz, as this is where it ends. Whoever wins this is it. Like there's no real reason I think I get Cody's the champion right now and Roman is a big draw, but in my opinion, like you said, that's not the main story anymore. I think Punk and McIntyre is a bigger story than what Bloodline 2.0 is, and yeah, I agree. Hell in a Cell goes last.
All right, I'll go next since Cliff, this is kind of your thing. I'll let you go last and end it. So, all right, so I'm gonna do a little, I guess, a little history lesson. So this is in Georgia, right?
Yes. I love Damien.
All right, so Cody's family's got some roots in Georgia. Roman played in Atlanta. Played football. Like he was in college. So that's right there. That's the history in that place that they're at. However, the Hell in a Cell match in itself.
He played in Florida. He played for Florida, though.
Hold on, though.
He played for Florida.
Hold on.
Played at Georgia Tech.
Yeah, he played at Georgia Tech, bro.
Get your fucking
really Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's not what Twitter. That's not what Twitter told me.
Well, Twitter's retarded.
Twitter also told you a bunch of other stuff.
That's not what Twitter told me.
All right, but however, right? This still has history. Like it's history on both sides, right? So with that history, with that, I could see why they want that the main event, right? It kind of makes sense. However, the fact that one, Hell in a Cell was birthed at Bad Blood. Two, it's actually on the same exact date as the first ever Hell in a Cell match. Three, it's just as big as the feud as the first Hell in a Cell match between Taker and Shawn Michaels. What?
Talk to him, Damien. Tell him. Talk to him. Drop bars, Damien. Talk to him.
With that being said, why wouldn't you put the Hell in a Cell match as the main event? Like, literally, this is like the birth. It's the birth of Hell in a Cell on the show that it was birthed on, that you just bought back this year. Like, literally, it's perfect timing. It's poetic. So why wouldn't you? I like, as much as, yeah, I get it. You know, Cody and Roman, get it. But at the end of the day, this match has to go on last. And then, unfortunately, anywhere else, it is going to fuck up everybody else. Because if it goes on match one, who the fuck wants to follow that?
Ain't nobody want to follow.
And then if it goes on in the middle, then you might fuck up the main event. If it goes on before the main event, you're definitely fucking the main event. So it's got to be the Hell in a Cell, dude. Like, hands down, it has to be Hell in a Cell.
You do the tag match first.
Yeah, why not? I don't disagree. Like, I'm looking at the card right now. That actually wouldn't be bad. It'd be a good opening. Like, put
Yeah.
put that tag team match
Yeah,
on first.
start the show off hot with the tag match. Do all the shenanigans that you got to do afterwards. Let that be the start of the show, and then boom, you continue on the show how you want to do it, and then the final conclusion, the big crescendo, the fireworks, all the spectacular, all the spectacle is the Hell in a Cell.
I don't disagree with that. I do that. I do the tag match, Priest and Finn, the women's title match, the women's world title match, then Hell in a Cell.
See, I would have done Rhea and Liv as the opening match.
I wouldn't be mad at that either, but I feel like if it's the tag match, it probably needs to open, especially since it's not going to end it. I mean,
I feel like there's going to be as much fuckery in the Rhea, Liv, and Damien Finn match as the Bloodline match.
Oh God, yeah. There's going to be a lot of fuckery. I think you got to try to spread the fuckery throughout, and I think maybe that's why they might want to do the tag match as the main event, because of all of the extra, like, you know what I mean, all the extra,
no, I get it.
And it might could end the pay per view in a different way, but I still feel for nostalgia reasons, for historic reasons, for
I don't know,
for like the fact that, like
that's Hell in a Cell first though.
No, not first. Oh hell no, it can't be first. You kill it. It has to be the main event. I'm sorry, okay. It has to be the main event. No, I'm saying it has to be the main event. Anywhere else would be fucking insane. So it's just, if this was like, I don't know, if this was any other PLE and not Bad Blood in October, like on the day that we had the first ever, like, it's too perfect. It is way, you're not gonna get this for like another like 7 years.
Yeah. So, whenever it comes to, like, we've talked about it a couple times. When it comes to booking things, you always want either your champion at the end, or you want whatever the bigger story is at the end. And so for me, the biggest story here is definitely Punk and Drew. That's who definitely should be main event in the show. I didn't even know, like, and I'll be real, I didn't even know that was a question. When I saw people like talking about it on Twitter, I was like, yo, y'all are funny. Y'all funny for really thinking that you're gonna put Cody and Roman at the end. No, I agree with you guys. Tag match definitely starts it off. You already know there's gonna be a lot of fuckery in that. But then after that, what's funny for me is I think you actually go not Liv, I'm sorry, you go Nia, then you go Drew, Damien, then you'll go Liv, and then you go to main event.
So switch make sure, don't put the women's matches back to back. Put something in between. Okay.
Yeah. So you would still have, Damien Priest going out there and Finn. It's just a singles match, but you break up that championship match. So you have the two women's championship matches, and then you still have. So the funny part is you could have Damien hit, like, let's say Damien loses to Finn Balor, right? There's some shenanigans, right? And then they all run out there and, they get fended off because Jay's not on the show. So Jay comes out there and he helps save, Damien. And then Damien hits the south from heaven on Dominic and just throw him in the shark cage. And then when he wakes up, he's in the shark cage, because that will literally lead into the next event. Like, if you think about it in the flow of a story.
No, that could.
And then, after that,
I forget about that shark cage part.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. And then, you know what's best? You leave Dominic in the shark cage even through Hell in a Cell.
That would be magical.
That would.
When you think about Hell in a Cell, how tall it is, you just leave him in the cage.
Through the whole match. Oh, that poor guy.
Match.
Oh,
you even use him as a weapon at some point. Like, just find a way to throw somebody.
Oh, that poor guy.
Drew's gonna put CM Punk off into the shark cage.
But no, I mean, I agree with you guys. I definitely think that you're putting the story that has the most. The pay-per-view is called Bad Blood. You clearly see that CM Punk and Drew, like, are at a hatred of each other. They want to murk each other, right? Of course you're gonna put them in a Hell in a Cell. Of course you're gonna make that the main event, because it's the biggest story going outside of the championship. And even even if it was just like Cody facing somebody else, Cody being a former booker himself would also tell you, like, I should start the show because this match here matters more than the matchup that I'm in, and it could be against anybody, but at the end of the day, he would tell you that too. So I think, yeah, there's no question to me that the Hell in a Cell should be the final.
I thought it was funny when I saw it too. I was like, really? Like that's up for debate. I mean, I get the reasonings behind it because I heard the same reasonings, like, oh, the history, and I'm like, but the Hell in a Cell's got more history.
Yeah. And
It just means
besides,
more.
like, playing at Georgia Tech,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, I saw it too, and then I saw some people talking about, oh, look, CM politic and Phil.
Really?
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense at all. I think at this point in his career, he probably really doesn't
Yeah.
care where he goes
called-
on. And let's
He doesn't care
let's
until it's
be serious.
WrestleMania. And then
That's exactly what I was saying. I was like, he's
having way too much fun right now to
That's
give
when-
a shit.
That's when it comes to that. That's when he cares.
But Chaz, why do you think that they cut the promo at the Georgia Tech
All right, go ahead. Let's check the comments, Cliff.
and not Florida?
Call it. Because they did.
What did your
Ain't
Google
Cody from there?
search reveal?
Don't he live there?
Who?
Oh yeah. I didn't Google search. I
Yeah.
Google search. I realized what Twitter account I realized what Twitter account it came from. I was like, oh, that person doesn't know what they're talking about.
Clearly, you don't either.
But yeah, go ahead.
This should main event the show. I've been saying
No, not at all.
100%. And this blood feud that has carried Raw for the better part of a year, 100%. And W doesn't do this stuff for no reason, fellas. Seamus, is that you? Are you really texting us?
It's fight night,
Fellas.
Man, I have been getting more and more stoned, and I smoked like almost 2 hours ago. What the fuck? This is some good stuff.
I haven't finished this joint I rolled at the beginning of the show.
All right. Well, that's the end of our comments and stuff like that too. So y'all know that y'all can be checking us out. We're gonna
who won the poll?
Oh yeah, who won the poll? Chaz, write it down, because his internet's on delay, so he's not able to.
I should have texted him.
Should have texted me that.
WWE security.
Oh shucks! Look at that! Look at that!
There you go. Well, now that you guys know. Well, now that you guys know who won the Twitter poll, you guys can still vote. You guys got till Monday, and then maybe we'll talk about it again tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but on next week. But in the meantime, like I like to say on my favorite show, right, with Now Entering Ring, we've told you all the stuff you need to do. So we're gonna do like every part of a great wrestling match. I'm going to take this home because this is Chaz and Friends, and you guys have been checking us out. And, as your favorite Sherpa, the guy that leads you up that mountain, if you guys have been listening to Now Entering, you would know that already. You guys, I hope you guys will be tuning into the next episode and being there, or you're legitimately following us on all of our social media platforms, whether that's at 3 Count Podcast on IG and TikTok, or at X at 3count_pod. You're checking us out on YouTube. You're subscribed to our YouTube channel. You're following us on Amazon Music. You're even checking us out on Spotify. You're even listening to us on that dumb app with the stupid jingle that goes iHeartRadio or whatever it is. You're buying all of our merch on foryourwear.com, or you're even checking out our stuff on ProWrestlingTees.com. You're telling your mom about us, your dad about us, your uncles, your aunties, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your best friends, and your enemies. You know why? Because we love haters too. You're doing all that stuff, or really you're just kind of waiting for this episode to end. You're waiting for the outro, and then you're choosing another episode to listen to. Kawaii.
Yeah, I still don't like any of y'all. Just to let y'all.
Hey guys, it's the host of the 3 Count, Chaz Evans here. Make sure to let you know that I don't run shit, I don't do shit, I just talk shit. And make sure you subscribe to our podcast. What else did you do? You should also follow us on all social medias. That's the Facebook at 3 Count Podcast, the Instagram at 3 Count Pod, and the Twitter at 3 Count_pod. Also, if you like us a lot, you should definitely buy a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/3countpod, and that's the number 3. Don't be an idiot and type in THREE, because you're not going to find anything. So make sure you follow us at 3countpod or 3count_pod on Twitter and buy a shirt. Be there or be somewhere else.